Let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go!
Six!
It's beautiful!
Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Cadillac. Explore their lineup of all-electric crossovers and sporty luxury sedans. Interested in an Escalade? Contact them to learn more about ordering yours at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and leave your comments in the comment section. The phone lines are now open at 515-517-2303, and our social media channels are out there as well. Hello there, Ross Peterson. What's going on, buddy?
Hello. It's Friday.
Yes, it is. My week's been long. It's been a long week, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm just like, I'm so glad it's Friday. It just seemed to drag on. The mornings were great. I just had a long week at work. Stuff, a couple new employees come in. You got onboarding, all that stuff. It's just, I'm ready for a weekend.
Do you guys have a season that you're hiring people? Is this
Well, no, my department has grown. We've with the growth of the company, I run a pretty lean department, but my two graphic designers and my content writer were like, "Hey, we need more people." And so I said, "Okay, I bit the bullet." And we hired another graphic designer, another writer, but as far as a season that hires, we hire a lot of summer laborers. So we got a lot of college kids that come in and work just for 3 months, pay them, $17-20 an hour, and they do that. In fact, my nephew who's upstairs right now is a summer laborer for us. So he's
you get any lately? Did he get a little strange last night?
It wouldn't have been strange, but I don't know if it. I don't know or not. I didn't see him yesterday. Angela and I went out for dinner, so I didn't see him. I think. They went out to get ice cream and stuff. We got home fairly late, so it was. I haven't seen them yet.
He came home one day like, "Hey, let me smell your fingers."
That joke never gets old.
Did you do that?
No, I did not do that. Did not do that. I'm not that mean.
What's your you got fun weekend plans? I got a fun weekend. I got something fun I'm doing this weekend.
So it's Father's Day weekend, right? It's Father's Day.
Yes, it is.
My wife's getting on a plane tomorrow and leaving me for a week.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah.
So remind me though, what did you get her for Mother's Day? Oh, she's not your mother.
She went to Italy twice last year. That That's the agreement we have.
She's not going to have the gall to expect something for her birthday or Christmas after those trips to Italy, is she?
No, she better not. She better not. And I don't expect anything for my birthday or or Christmas as well. That's what we do for each other.
Or Father's Day.
Right. But I don't know if Greta likes hanging out with me. She's a mama's girl. And it's just be like, Dad. And Greta doesn't drive, so I'll be like the Uber driver if she needs to go anywhere.
Yeah. I'm going golfing with Bill Blank.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Bill a good golfer?
Bill's a good athlete, man. Bill's a good athlete. But he was a college baseball player.
I did not. Hold on. I'm now learning something I did not know.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Bill Blank.
Yeah.
Was a college baseball player?
Yes, he was. Good. I met Bill playing Salvation Army basketball.
On the carpet?
No. This was Salvation Army was like the youth basketball league on the east side of Des Moines.
Okay.
And it was, oh my God, tons of stories at Salvation Army basketball. But Bill and I were standout all-stars at the 8 and 9 year level. And
that was your athletic peak, right? About 8, 9
that's
years old.
pretty close.
Yeah.
8. Actually, I was a few years past my peak at 8. So I was on the downhill slide, but I was close. Peak years is what we called those.
That's when you thought you were going to be a shortstop for the Yankees, the quarterback for the Bears. You had that clear career path.
Even as a little kid, I was like, man, I could be the second baseman and the kicker. I never had that shortstop quarterback moxie about me.
That's something interesting that you put up. And I've never thought of it like that. I've always, I was a quarterback. Not a very good one, but I was a quarterback. But you're right about the moxie. So in baseball, the moxie is the shortstop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I never equated to that. I would have thought it would have been a pitcher, but
it's that's your quarterback position. Your best athlete's going to play shortstop. I would bet if you went through a major league roster and said, what position did you play when you were 10, 11, and 12? 90% of those guys are going to say they played shortstop.
Damn, I always thought I was the best athlete. I never played shortstop. Maybe now you're telling me I was not the best athlete.
All right, hold on. Let's break this down because it's real easy. And a little league, it's real easy. Best athletes playing shortstop. Okay? You weren't the tallest kid. Tallest kid plays first.
Oh, I was probably pretty close. Hey, listen, my town had 450 people in it.
We
had to field 9 guys was getting pretty tough.
Okay.
Yeah, in that age group was getting pretty tough.
All right. Did you play third base? Fat kid plays third.
Ross, here's the deal. Up until 6th grade, so I would have been 12 years old in 6th grade. I was kind of a fat kid, or pudgy. So yeah. I was a catcher. I was
catcher.
A catcher.
Okay, that's the other thing. Now listen, catcher's your toughest kid.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Your toughest kid.
That's what we're talking about here.
Yep. Nowadays, catcher is the kid whose parents bought him the gear the earliest.
I think I was a catcher because I was the only one that owned my own pud. Right?
So you kind of, but still. First kid that's going to run from a cop. Well, you got to look at your lineup when you got about 8, 9-year-old kids. You got to look around. You got to go, which one of these is going to be the first one to do some dirty shit? Which one of you little bastards is the one that's going to, you go, there's my catcher.
Johnson, you're behind the plate.
Yeah.
Dominguez, you're shortstop.
Dominguez.
Don't mean to stereotype there, but you're of Puerto Rican descent. You're going to play shortstop.
Yeah. The kid that's athletic enough to play shortstop, but he's a little bit too. What word did you use? Hefty, chunky. What word did you use? Husky.
Husky. Yeah, probably husky.
Whatever. Yeah, that kid. That's your third baseman. Fastest kids in center. And then you're hiding kids second, right, and left. If you played second, right, or left in Little League.
Right more than anything, right?
Right is for, it's different levels. Right field is for the kid who's only there because his mom and dad signed him up.
I mean, most right fielders when I was growing up, they just sat down and picked dandelions.
They didn't even want to be there.
No. Had zero interest in being.
We had 2 kids that would roll around in the dugout so that their uniforms would look dirty and they could get treats.
Would that even be tolerated today?
It wasn't tolerated then.
We probably tolerated because, again, to field a team was getting pretty tough.
That's good. I keep forgetting that.
Getting really, really tough. Stand up, don't pick the dandelions.
I was a second baseman. Second base is where you've got to really hide the kid there. He can't throw. He's probably scared of the ball. but he thinks he's good. So he's got to play. He's got to play the infield so you can keep him happy.
I never thought of the can't throw thing. You only have to go 10 feet one way or 10 feet the other. That's all you have to do.
One of these throws is underhand. I'm telling you. Second base. That's where you hide the kid.
Yeah. Wow. So you're going to play golf. Is that on Sunday or is that going to be on Saturday?
Playing on Saturday. Got a Saturday morning tee time. Feels like a major.
Do you have the kids for Father's Day?
I do. I will get the kids on Sunday. Yeah. But Saturdays for the boys.
All right, Mr. Barstool.
Yeah. Bill had a couple of courses that he was lining up. In fact, the way I understand it, he maybe even had 2 different tee times and said, hey, which one of these works best? There was one course he didn't want to play.
Which one was that?
The one we ended up playing.
Did you do that just because you knew he didn't want to play it?
No, the timing of it worked out better. Flag's got a graduation party on Saturday as well. And so I didn't want to miss, if the second one, I would have missed a big chunk of that. I'm like, well, let's do the earlier one. But what was the, I don't think I've played.
So where are you playing?
The other one was at Grandview. We could have played at Grandview at 12:45. Woodland Hills Woodland Hills is a fun course, but it's just it's tight. It's on top of each other. You're on tee boxes and you're like next to fairways, you know.
See, so that scares me because I'm going to hit somebody.
I've had a buddy get hit there. Had a buddy get smoked in the leg.
Can you hit houses on Woodland Hills?
There's houses. There's houses to hit. Hittable houses. Hittable people, hittable houses. A lot of trees. A lot of hittable trees.
Now, when you're on the real estate tour and showing people houses and you are on a golf course, do you kind of go, hey, I know you want to live on a golf course, but you probably want to be away from a hole so you don't get hit?
Dude, if somebody is saying that they want to go look at a house that's on a golf course, they know. I'm not. There's no point in me. You know, that's like saying, hey, just so you know, the sun does rise in the east in this neighborhood. You're buying a house on a golf course. If I have to tell you, oh yeah, by the way, this is, and it was something I would mention. I mean, you know, just like I would say, oh man, you're gonna have good sun in the morning in these, you know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah.
It's something that I would mention. Like, hey, you're by a tee box. That's cool because you don't have to worry about tee shots flying into your, or you look and you go, hey, by the way, you guys realize you're on the slice side of a fairway here.
Or just know you got a nice size oak tree here. You might see some dingleberries because somebody's going to come out and take a leak right here. You got the perfect pissing hole.
Yep, peed many a times in that backyard.
That's right, man. I mean, there's going to be a brown spot there because they just keep peeing.
Caitlin brings up a good one. I'm going to start using this. You can see the sunset also.
Well, unless you're in Savannah, Georgia, and you.
No, I've got confirmation. I've got boots on the ground in Savannah, Georgia have confirmed to me sunsets indeed happen.
We find ourselves funny, folks. We find ourselves funny. Big announcement yesterday came from the Iowa Event Center and the University of Iowa as it's going to be Des Moines ×2 for the Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball team. Of course, last month or earlier in the month, we announced that Iowa would be playing Creighton on November 15th. That is a Sunday. And now Iowa announced another game in Des Moines, Ross. It's going to be on Monday or December 21st as they take on Alabama. This is a huge matchup. Has a possibility of being a top 25 showdown. Alabama's been really good under Nate Oates. Nate Oates, really good basketball coach. Recruits really well. Ethically, I don't know, but this is a huge game to bring Iowa here not once but twice this year. And I like the scheduling of this. And hear me out. They're still going to have 18 home games, I think 10 conference games. But look at the date. It's December 21st. There's no students in Iowa City. They're home on Christmas break. This is a perfect game for Des Moines. You're like, okay, we're not going to have the student body there. Let's go play someplace where we can drum up interest and have a possible top 25 showdown.
Travis, everything about this is great. I love the fact that it's in Des Moines, obviously. The fact that it's a big opponent like Alabama. The timing of it couldn't be any better. I love it. This is fantastic. This is the type of stuff you hear and you go, man, maybe they do care. Maybe they are listening. Maybe because the fear of getting rid of those Drake UNI matchups has always been, oh, great. We're going to fill it with the dogs of Division I basketball. We're going to float other teams' programs for a while by hosting them. This is the type of game that is a lot of fun. There's not a lot to lose with it if you get a top 25 matchup in what's considered a neutral site, I guess. Love it. This is fantastic. You told me right before we came on, though. I only got to ask you one question. I asked you if who was putting the game on, and it's not
it's not Maury Hanks who's doing the Creighton game.
Okay.
And I don't know if he's extremely happy about this because ticket sales were robust on day one for the Creighton game. They've only sold about 8,700 tickets for that. But okay. I said, hey, just hold off on that. It is June, right?
Good point.
And the truth is, as you get closer to the game, more people will become interested and go, and here's the thing that's holding ticket sales back for the Creighton Iowa game. And I do believe this. No start time has been announced yet. It's a Sunday game. If you play that at 7 o'clock at night, well, you may not have a lot of people drive over from Omaha that would buy tickets because then you're not getting home till 11:30. If it's a 11 o'clock game, I think you're going to find a lot more tickets being purchased because you're done at 1, get in a car, and you're home by 3 o'clock, right? So,
especially the Creighton crowd.
Yeah, I just think that ticket sales, once people find out what time that game starts, will determine how many more tickets are sold. I still think they get 12,000, 13,000 in the building for that. But my advice to Maury, Iowa Event Center, Iowa, Creighton, don't start that thing at 7 o'clock at night. Don't start it at 6 o'clock at night. Try to have an 11 o'clock game, 1 o'clock game, and you're going to draw a lot more ticket sales based on the time of day.
December 21st, you said, for Alabama, Iowa?
Yeah.
That's a Monday?
Yeah, so you're probably looking at a 6 or a 7 o'clock game, but that's a different story because you're not relying on the Alabama fan base to come buy some tickets.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so probably going to be a 6 or 7 o'clock game, which makes a lot of sense. And the truth is, that's the week of Christmas. So a lot of people will take that week off. They're like, okay, I'll just take the 21st and that whole week off. Well, I think a lot of
like Christmas is a Friday. Everybody's going to have Thursday and Friday off for the 24th and 25th anyway.
Yeah. So you're like, why not make a week of this thing?
Or is the play to take the week off between Christmas and New Year?
I think it differs for everybody. I tend to take between Christmas and New Year's off, but I know a lot of people who take that because there are some people who go, well, everybody else is taking between Christmas and New Year's. Good time to go to the office because nobody's around.
That's what I always loved being there. There's nobody around.
So it's almost like 2 full weeks of vacation. It's part of a home neutral site between the Crimson Tide and Iowa. So next year, Iowa will go play Alabama in Mobile. So they won't play in Tuscaloosa. They'll play in Mobile. But I like the scheduling strategy here.
I love everything about it. And when we talk to Beth Getz on Monday, it'll be fun to chat about how these things came about. Is this a Ben McCollum idea? Because we know he's been really careful about cultivating his schedule. So if he's doing this, that means he thinks he's going to have the ponies to run with Alabama in December.
Bingo. I would say in basketball and probably even football, I think most ADs let their coaches do their schedule.
Yeah, seems like it.
You know, they'll handle the contractual stuff, the payment stuff, but I think they let most coaches handle their scheduling. But Ross, you just said something very important. The fact that you would schedule Creighton, which is a pretty darn good team out of the Big East, you put Alabama on the schedule. I think that says a lot about what Ben McCollum thinks about the team he's got for this season.
Pretty obvious. That's one of the things that we were told about Ben McCollum very early on. Is he's very careful about who he schedules. He's very careful about what he exposes his team to. And so I think this is a really good sign of what he thinks he's going to have. Now, does that mean are you locking in wins? No. This is what we want as fans. This is absolutely what I wanted. What I want as a Hawkeye fan is for them to be tested. Yes, I want them to get to the NCAA tournament. Yes, I want to play in the Elite Eight. That was, those things are fun. I want them to play decent basketball teams. I don't want them to play dogs. I love this.
And you're gonna play dogs when the full schedule comes out. There's gonna be some dogs on there, but that's okay. Meaning that just don't play all dogs.
Exactly. We can take a couple if you're going to sprinkle these in. This is great.
So, yeah, that was a huge announcement and another good get by the Iowa Event Center, Wells Fargo or Casey Center. I haven't quite snapped it yet, but two high profile games, which I think is good for the city and also good for Iowa to reach out. I still think there's a reaching out. You get to the Elite Eight, but I still think that you're able to reach out, provide a different set of fan base that maybe can't afford season tickets, can't go to Iowa City on a regular basis.
There's no doubt, Trav. 1,000 times easier for somebody in Des Moines to not drive to Iowa City, not drive it 1,000 times easier. So great news.
I don't know when tickets go on sale. I know you can buy Creighton tickets right now. I don't know when tickets for this game go on sale. Chris Conley, if you're listening right now, go ahead and just text me when those tickets are going to go on sale. We'll get that out there. But, yeah, so good get by Ben McCollum, good get by the Iowa Hawkeyes. You mentioned Beth Getz. We're halfway through our Hour with the AD series. Beth Getz from the University of Iowa will be joining us on Monday, folks. Monday from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock. I'm looking forward to this conversation. It'll be the second time Beth has been on with us, and lots to cover. Of course, yesterday the SEC and the Big Ten came out against the Protect College Sports Act, which is now going to a full vote in the Senate. They're not for this for a number of reasons. Some will look selfish. Some will look.
What are the stated reasons that they're against it?
I think when you look at the possible idea of pooling television revenue together, I don't think they like that.
Okay.
And now the fine print says I think it's 5. I think because there you have a Democratic senator from the West Coast. I think it's the Pac-12 has to be part of this too. Either it's all 4 or all 5 conferences have to agree. But let's say everybody does, but the Big Ten and the SEC, it's a public relations nightmare because you're gonna be like, see, we know you're greedy now. We know you're greedy, but this is just going to really show that you're greedy. At the end of the day, the Big Ten and the SEC want to rule this thing.
They do. We're going to find out. Okay.
We're going to find out who's in charge of shit, right?
That's right. Exactly. So that'll be a fun conversation on Monday. Can we ask her about the plan to, Kirk Ferentz is at I saw somebody ask.
I think
can
we
ask
have to
about the Kirk Ferentz replacement plan.
I think you have to start thinking about that. He's in his 70s. I mean, we had Kirk on with us last summer. He's like, I have no intention, but he's not one to say that he's got more years left than he. I mean, you have to have a replacement plan. What does that look like? How do you talk to Kirk Ferentz about? I mean, you and I have stated on the show and the Black and Gold Rush as well. Kirk Ferentz gets to decide when he wants to leave, right? I mean, he gets to decide because he's been here so long, but we're closer to that than we were 5 years ago. But I think it's a valid question to have to ask. So and that's another conversation I'm looking forward to having again. That's Beth Getz coming up on Monday from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock with our Hour with the AD. You mentioned when Ross shows houses, he gives you good advice when you look at said house. But to get inside that house, you need to have a pre-approval letter saying you qualify for a loan, and you get that pre-approval letter, and you get that loan from Gary Presnell, a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. Gary offers FVA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans and conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. He can get your loan pre-approved in 30 minutes, and it can happen after hours during the week and during the weekends. He's the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker and has been the last 8 years. Give Gary Presnell a call today at 515-975-6767. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I am Roman Lehman, Service Advisor at Willis Nissan. For the 2026 summer season, we will be offering 15% off all fuel system services. Over time, carbon builds up inside your engine, and these services clean out all carbon deposits for better engine performance. Don't let carbon deposits get in the way of your summer plans. Visit willisnissan.com to book your service today.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always priority one.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense, because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
You know, sometimes the key to feeling better is just being seen for what you need. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center with services from low testosterone to managing the effects of aging. But more than that, UCI is the place to go when you want to be seen like a man, not a patient. You don't want somebody else's treatment. You deserve yours. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at iowauro.com. It is Friday. That means it's time for the Iowa Lottery Weekly. Woohoo!
Oh, your woohoo sounded. Your duck sounded sick there.
It's a wounded duck. I've been shot with some pellets. Got the Labrador is coming after me.
You got a woohoo besides your wife finally getting out of your hair and making your life easy for once.
Getting out of here for a little bit. Yeah. So if you have a weekly woohoo, something that made you go, yeah, and we'll take the boo-hoos as well. You can call 515-517-2303, or you can go to therushradio.com, click on the promo tab, and you'll see the woo-hoo, and just tell us what made you go woo-hoo. And this one comes from Jay.
Okay.
Jay's in, I'm bad with pronunciations. Is it Makekita? Makokita?
Yeah.
I don't know where you get. Okay, I get the. Yeah, I see the O.
Listen, I didn't make it up. Makokita is how that's. But
Okay.
there's a couple. Yeah, you got to go past the Wapsa Picnicon out there. The Makokita.
Makokita. Well, Jay in Makokita says, my 16-year-old started his summer internship on Monday. 16 years old getting an internship already?
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of 12 students from 15 school districts that had applicants. His team is working with Scott's Miracle-Gro. Their task is give suggestions to customers to make cross-brand purchases from Scott's subsidiary companies. Been really nice to see him walking out of the house in slacks and polos instead of standard gym shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah.
What a brilliant strategy by Scott's. We will call our sales team interns and have kids go door to door.
I thought you meant just to indoctrinate the youth of America by teaching them about cross-brand promotion.
Yes. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We have a number. Your job, in short, is to upsell.
Yeah.
But you know what I like about that is that what he's really should be happy about is, he's got a job, he's got an internship, but he's learning interpersonal skills, meaning he gets to go knock on doors, talk to people face to face, and sell a product. 16's pretty young. I like it. Jay, good job.
Yeah, and honestly, what a cool experience. He's gonna see some shit out there.
Oh, yes,
walking around door to door, knocking on doors, getting yelled at, getting welcomed in. Jay, and warn him about both of those, by the way. As the maintenance man, let me tell you, it ain't just the folks that don't want you there that you got to be nervous about.
No, it's the people that do want you there. Now, if he gets lucky, I'm just saying, if he gets lucky.
So Jay, each night when he gets home, walk in, pull the Uncle Trav. Hey, we smell your finger.
How'd your day go? Good, Dad. I'm going upstairs. What are you doing? I'm going to take a cold shower. I'll be back. So
I like that. Congratulations, Dave. Very cool. And something about it also reminds me of Stepsis' wife slinging chainsaws.
Yeah.
There's something about it that's like, oh, okay. There's a career here. There's a good opportunity. Cool. Good on the Scots folks. I saw our buddy Humphrey earlier. I want to give a shout out to Humphrey on the big woohoo. Boy, it's been, man. Something. Because he was looking for the name for Bats and Bugs. Well, sorry about that, Humphrey. But a big thanks to Humphrey. I told you I was at that restaurant an hour later the other day.
Yeah.
And I run into an old friend of mine, Luke Hayworth. I'm like, Luke, what's up? Give him a big hug. How you doing? He's like, I'm doing well. He's hilarious. And I'm there with my dad. And he's like, he's like, Mr. Peterson, good to see you. He's like, you remember me? My name's Luke. My dad's like, he goes, I was a star at Pleasant Hill Little League. I was a.
By the way, did you give him Corey's name at Bats and Bugs?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But Luke said, I don't get to watch your show much, but Humphrey keeps me up to date on it. Humphrey's always telling me what's going on. So big thanks, Humphrey. Thanks for keeping the community in the loop.
During our talk right there, Luann sent in an Iowa Lottery Weekly.
Okay.
And she says, my woohoo is a dog's unconditional and relentless love and the joy in which they bring our lives. Dogs are worth celebrating. Unfortunately, we had to put one of ours down this week. Not the woohoo, but the woohoo is their love, joy, and special presence they bring to all of us. I don't disagree with that. Now, I'm not one that says my dog is my kid. I'm not one of those, but there is something when I walk upstairs and Arlo's looking at me and he's like,
there's still a family member.
Yes.
You still love them, and man, losing them is the worst day of having them. Bright attitude, Dusty and Luann. I'm sorry for you guys. I didn't know that. I didn't see I didn't see that come through the feeds there. Sorry so much about that, guys. That sucks.
So, yeah, and of course, if you submit a weekly woohoo, you might pick up a $90 for now prize pack from the Iowa Lottery. Your chance to, you'll get a $90 prize pack, which includes more scratch-off tickets and other things from the Iowa Lottery, where you could win even some more money. So keep those submissions coming by going to therushradio.com or just call the show at 515-517-2303. It is Friday. That means the World Cup for Team USA back in action.
I think that's a woohoo. That's an exciting thing here this afternoon. Yeah,
absolutely. Again, I'm not one to watch the game by myself. So if I'm going to watch this, I'll be in the office. I'm going to try to say, hey, does everybody want to gather and watch this together? Because if I'm watching it by myself, I'll just nod off, and I don't want to nod off. But if you want to get together as a group, 2:00 today, Fong's is the place to be. Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company and Fong's have teamed up. They're bringing in a big 20-foot screen like they did last week. They're going to have the watch party out there, and you can wear your scarves. You can do all sorts of stuff. But feel patriotic. Wear your Team USA stuff. Wear your American flag shirts. Wear your Make America Great Again hats. Do whatever you have to do.
Can I wear my Derek Jeter USA baseball jersey?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
I mean, and you don't have to wear the uniform. You can show up in shorts and a t-shirt. You can wear a gray t-shirt today.
100%. 100%.
I have those red, white, and blue American flag bibs. That screams America.
Hold on. Like overalls?
Yeah.
Like the kind you get at Baumgart's, like the.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
You don't have a pair of those?
I do not. So they like clip on up on your chest. I did not.
Real deal shorts. They're short.
I haven't reached the age of 75 yet, so I didn't think I could get them.
They're short. They're shorts too, so I can show off the legs. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, true story, man. True story.
So they're Osh Gosh Bagosh, Osh
Pretty
Gosh
much.
Bagosh?
Yeah, I bought him. Courtney got him for me and Eli last year when we were going fishing on the 4th of July up in Canada. It turned out the weather didn't quite cooperate enough. We weren't able to fish in our American flag bibs. But today could be the day. Bust those bad boys out. What's the weather like today? I feel like it's chilly. It was chilly this morning.
It was beautiful yesterday.
Oh, dude, yesterday was epic. High is 79 today. Rain in the extended every day in the extended forecast has rain. We have highs in the 70s. Sunday, high in the 60s. First day of summer, the high is 68 degrees. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Now, when you wear the overalls, do you wear a t-shirt underneath, or do you go shirtless? Do you go full redneck and like go shirtless under those things?
You pretty much have to go shirtless. You kind of have to go. It doesn't look right. I don't have a MAGA hat.
I want you to put these on for the rest of the show during the next commercial break.
I think I know where they are. I could probably get those bad boys on. I'll wear them for the 4th of July for you. How about that?
Did she find these on Temu, or are these
I'm pretty sure something like that. It was one of those. I found them. I was like, oh, we're wearing these. And then they showed up.
I had no idea. I've learned a couple things about you today. I didn't. That's what I love about this show. I learned something. I've known you for 16 years, and I continue to learn new things about Ross Peterson.
I think going down to Fong's, that seems like a lot of fun. A lot of fun to be down at Fong's with the party like that. It's a great way to start the weekend. This could be like epic.
Now, the big question for Team USA, and I'm not going to sit here and try to claim to be a soccer expert or know really one thing about soccer. I mean, I still watch the scores come across ESPN.com or CBSSports.com and don't understand how you can have in the biggest tournament in the world ties. I don't understand the tie thing. You laugh, but don't make fun of me.
Because it's just like a tie in hockey.
I don't like that either.
I understand you don't like it.
I don't like ties in football. I don't like it. See, basketball, you don't tie. Baseball, you don't tie.
Tyler wants to remind us in soccer, you don't tie. It's a draw.
Snooty little bitch.
The score is not 0-0, Travis. It's 0. They don't have a field. It's a pitch. It's not a game. It's a match.
And you're wondering why people make fun of the sport.
But the tie thing or draw or whatever you want to call it, and the getting points for that, I understand it in this stage. I get it. You're not trying to eliminate teams. It's just, okay, these two teams are very even. We're going to give them the same credit as we go forward. It doesn't bother me.
The pitch, the nil. But
Jamie points out it's like the Masters. It's just like the Masters. There's no back nine in the Masters. You can't say back nine. It's the second nine. You know that. You know this.
I did, but I still call it the back nine.
There's no rough. There's no rough. There's the second cut. They don't have fans. They have patrons. There's a whole list of shit they can't say. There's not a driving range. There's a championship practice facility. What?
The pretentiousness.
So, but once they get to the next stage where they're actually eliminating teams, that won't. Then it will be the shootouts and stuff like that.
But see, as you're trying to get to the knockout round, and I know people say, well, draws matter in this stage, and I get that, but I would rather be eliminated from the knockout rounds by either winning or losing, not.
Me too. I get it. I'm with you. I agree with you that like tying sucks. I understand that at this stage it really doesn't matter, and it's okay to have they'll still be able to come to a conclusion.
You're just saying, Trav, it's not a hill to die on.
That ain't a big deal. Yeah. And it could happen today, this afternoon, with the USA and Australia. Have you ever? I've never met an Australian that I liked. Now, I've never met an Australian, but I've never met an Australian that I liked.
Wade Ogner.
I've never met Wade.
Okay. And he's been on the show several times.
I've never met Graham Lloyd or Crocodile Dundee, but seem like wonderful people. Steve Irwin seem like a wonderful guy. Never met him.
How many Australians have you met?
Never any in my life. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I said. I said I've never met an Australian. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever met an Australian guy. Eli's girlfriend's mom's boyfriend is from New Zealand, but that's not the same. They're two different countries.
Eli's girlfriend's mom's boyfriend.
That's right.
I think I deciphered that code.
Yeah.
Easy one to get through. For Team USA, Christian Pulisic he's in doubt for today because you mentioned his name last week and he's been all over the news. That's the only player I really know from Team USA. He's got a left calf injury. Doing my best to pretend that I know what I'm talking about here, but that's
good luck to the American side.
Yes.
Good luck to the guys wearing my colors. Hope you win and everybody has a good time.
How many games are in pool play? Is it 3?
Don't know.
And if Team USA doesn't make it to the knockout round, oh boy. That's why I'm rooting.
Alan says Pulisic is playing. 100%. Tyler confirms. So there we go. Our boots on the ground say USA at full strength. USA.
There you go. USA.
Where is the game? Where's the game being played? Do you know?
I think it's in Seattle.
Is it okay?
Help me out, folks. I think it's in Seattle. Seattle's a soccer town.
Yeah.
Every town's
agree
a
with
soccer
that.
town.
Okay.
No, what I mean
they
by
have
that,
an MLS
if you're
team
hosting,
that-
hosting right now, you've become a soccer town because people have converged.
I
on
would
your-
agree with that. I'll agree with that.
That's what I meant.
I think that's fair to say. If you were to ask me what town in America is a soccer town, Seattle would have been the first ones I would come up with. MLS team. They were one of the original MLS teams.
Yeah, the Seattle Sounders, is it?
Yeah. Portland also has a team.
Yeah. I would say Kansas City is a soccer town, but
I'd
more
agree.
of a
yeah. Dude, I went up to Minneapolis and watched Minneapolis play LAFC. Then hard to sit in that stadium and not think Minneapolis doesn't qualify as a soccer town.
Where'd they play at? Do they have their own soccer
They have
stadium
their own
up there?
stadium. It's beautiful. Like awesome.
How many does it seat?
I'd have to look that up. I'm going to guess in that 10 to 12 range,
That's
something
perfect.
like that. Yeah, it was great. We had a wonderful, and beautiful new stadium. Had the suites for the riches like you. Had the poor, had seats for the poors like me. It was great.
See what you did there, Ross. See what you did.
I was driving the other day and had a thought. I was just driving out of nowhere. I was like, man, Travis took a private plane to a football camp as a kid. Damn.
You're not going to let that one go, are you?
I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Carlisle.
You're never going to let that one go.
I was just letting you know. I thought we shared what we thought about. I thought on this show we came on, we shared what was going through our brain.
That's what we do here. We do. We share that much.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? Say, Dad, no? Well, let's not fly to Columbia, Missouri?
Chicago, a soccer town? They've got the Chicago Fire.
Well, it's a good question. I don't know.
Because I think what towns are the World Cup is in?
We got New York, New Jersey.
Yep.
You've got L.A.
Yeah.
You've got Seattle. You've got Kansas City.
Yeah. I mean, New York and L.A. both have multiple professional soccer teams. So, okay.
Philly, Tyler says. But it's all now. If Team USA were not to make the knockout round, would you care about the World Cup after?
Not at all. Not at all. And man, that'd be a nightmare scenario for
Team
soccer
USA
fans. Yeah, I mean for soccer fans in general. Soccer fans that want this to be as much of a success as it can possibly be. So, hope a lot of people are getting off, taking an early Friday and joining in on a party like this. Chicago, St. Louis, KC.
So we did mention Fong's is the place to be. There'll be an outdoor watch party. Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company playing a huge part in that. They got the 20-foot screen, so a lot of activity, a lot of energy, and that's the big thing to watch the World Cup today. 2:00 is when. Do you say kickoff? Is kickoff at 2:00, or do they just roll the ball out at 2:00?
You know, it's funny because I said boots on the ground, and I was like, "Oh, that's another one." They don't wear soccer shoes or cleats; they wear boots. I think it's kickoff. I think it is.
Hold on.
Okay.
They don't. Do they really call their shoes boots?
I think so. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's the case. There's other ones too.
That might be a good July show. It's like take all the major sports and the weird things that we call certain aspects of the game. Soccer's going to have a lot more than maybe football and basketball.
I mean, it's all just English. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But baseball's got a lot of fun ones. The bullpen. There's a lot of fun.
The rubber.
What was the line? Don't. The baseball coach came out yesterday. The guy wrote in and
never
said,
never play with the dirty rubber or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Ross sums it up for me as well. Makes me want to start football season. Start ASAP. You mentioned you're going golfing today. The U.S. Open is underway.
Yeah.
Well, it's suspended. They didn't start. They started 2 hours late yesterday because of morning fog at Shinnecock Hills. So you had the 2 hour late start, which meant they did not get to finish the first round yesterday. It was called because of darkness. And trying to think who's on top. He's
saw
at 6 under right now.
Yeah, I saw that he was 6 under.
Oh, Wyndham Clark is at 6 under.
I saw it this morning too, Trav. And when I saw you blanking, my brain went, "You don't know who that is either."
No, I know who Wyndham Clark is. I just forgot.
No, I couldn't remember the name. I mean, I know I've heard Wyndham Clark could walk in this room. I wouldn't know it.
That's fair. I've heard the name, know the name, but you're right. He's one of those guys. I would say a lot of guys in the PGA Tour would walk in. You're like, and you are? I mean, I would know Rory. I'd know John Rahm, know Bryson DeChambeau. But
would you know Scotty Scheffler?
Yeah,
he's quiet enough that I feel like he'd be one of those guys. He'd walk in and you'd go, "That guy looks like Scotty Scheffler."
Well, the thing about Scotty Scheffler now, he's kind of got the beard going. You know, when he was clean shaven, he was a lot more recognizable. Now you see the beard and you're like, "Oh, I'm not used to the beard." Would you want to? You know, I look at Wyndham Clark. John Rahm is still on the course. Bryson DeChambeau, I believe, is still on the course. John Rahm's at 2 under. You have
a lot of guys under par. Remember when
under
we were talking
par.
about how it's really rare to go under par when they.
But it's only like
serious. That's
besides
true.
Wyndham Clark, they're all about that 1 or 2 under
and
mark.
It's still Thursday.
Yes,
technically. I mean, when they go back out on the course, it's still their first round for some of them. So we'll see. But yeah, I was really surprised to see that 6 under.
But you have to go now, finish your first round, turn around and play a second round.
Do they get the later tee times? I mean, they obviously get the latest tee time here today, right?
Well, I mean, if they were an afternoon group yesterday, they should have been morning group today. I haven't checked to see what they're. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But maybe you would want to do that. You get yourself in a rhythm. Yeah. Just go because you're going to play 17 and 18, and then turn around.
They only have 2 holes to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Wyndham Clark does, yeah.
These guys aren't like us where they want to play 12.
That's fair. That's fair.
These guys are like my buddy Ryan Grove, who want to play 36 every time they take the bags out of the trunk. So I don't think that'll be a big deal for him to do.
36?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Don't you have a lot of friends that do multiple laps like that?
Not on a regular occasion. Usually if they go out of town and it's a golfing excursion, we played 36 today. We played 27 today. Good for you. Good for you. I would have stopped at 12.
I mean, a putt.
Can we just play best ball? I'll play 36 if we play best ball.
I'll hit some drives now and again. How about that?
I'll just be the Uber driver in the cart. That's what I'm going to do.
You guys heard this song, My Maria? That's what I'd be doing.
Now, if Ross was fishing, he would do 24 hours of fishing, and you can fish all you want at Lake of the Woods.
I remember telling the kids, like, Eli started asking if he could go on these fishing trips when he was like 8 or 9. And I said, here's the deal, buddy. We're going to go fishing some Saturday for 8 hours. And then we're going to wake up Sunday and we're going to go fishing for 8 hours. And if you wake up Monday and you want to go fishing on that third day, then you're ready for a fishing trip. And I'll be damned, the kid was like 8 years old and that happened. And I started taking him up on these trips, and now it's a yearly part of his journeys as well, because once you go up there, man, they got a way of setting the hook on you up at Ballard's Black Island. The Ballard's Resort that you guys see the commercials for that we run is in Minnesota. That's where Ballard's kind of got their start. But the Ballard's Black Island is a completely different fishery. You can go up there and we catch 5 different species of fish, sometimes fishing for muskie by the end of the day as the sun, and they get sunsets up there as the sun is setting on the lake behind the islands. And it's the most beautiful place and magnificent spot. And I want all of you to go up and take advantage of it. So the way to do that is to get a hold of Danielle and the crew at Ballard's Black Island. Call them at 218-634-1996. They've got a special right now for $1,200 per person. If you book 2 people, you're going to get 4 nights, 3 days of fully guided fishing, the entire package. You will show up with your clothes and the beer you want to drink, and they take care of everything for you. So take advantage of it. BlackIsland.com, Ballard's Black Island, 218-634-1996.
It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. We'll be right back.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Hi, I'm John Linares with Willis Lexus, and we're kicking off the summer with an all-new, brand-new, from-the-ground-up, redesigned ES350 in stock. Come check it out. And we have some additional June specials. up to $6,000 off on RZ or 0%, and we have 3.75 for 48 months across the board. See your sales consultant for more details. I invite you to stop in and experience amazing, or visit us online at willislexus.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or a new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. You know, sometimes you're not in the market for a new car, but Willis has you covered with the pre-owned vehicles. They are in Waukee. Willis Waukee Pre-Owned, a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles close to home. Just start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We like to have as many subscribers as humanly possible. Like this video, leave a comment in the comment section, or you can also call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on our social media channels. We've got the Facebook page, we've got the Instagram page, we've got the X account, and of course we have TikTok. I'm Travis Justice. He's Ross Peterson. As we've been doing, as we do each and every Friday, we've got the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo going on. If you have a Woohoo submission, just go to therushradio.com, click on the promotions tab, and you'll see the Woohoo selection, and just tell us what made you go woohoo, like Alex in Williamsburg, Iowa, home of the outlet malls.
Home of the outlet malls. Dude, talk about a place that has gone, is not what it used to be.
I would agree with you on that.
Oh my gosh. That was like a must stop. Dude, we used to go there just to hit the mall.
I mean, I think the Lion's Den on I-80 has more customers than the outlet mall.
The lion pouring in the corn.
Pouring in the corn. Alex
It's
says, I was going to help a friend move, but found out last night that the business she works for hired a moving company, so my back already feels better.
There you go. There you go. At what age, Trav, is it? I don't mind helping a guy move. I don't mind it at all. At what age? But I have a lot of friends that are like, no, hire a moving company.
Dude, it's funny that you say that. A friend of mine is getting ready to move to Minneapolis or St. Paul, somewhere in that area. And he recently got divorced, and he's selling his house, and he's packing stuff up, and
he's our age.
He's older. I think he's in it. I think he's 60 now.
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to start packing up here pretty soon." And I said, "Hey, if you need any help, just give me a call." Because I took it. We went out for a drink.
That's nice if you travel.
But then I got in the car and go, "What did I just do?" it was that immediate reaction of, I was trying to be nice. I didn't mean it. But if he calls, I'll go and help because I said I would. But I'm like, Trav, what are you doing?
That's funny. I was just patting you on the back. Good for you, Trav. Good. And I instantly regretted it.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, I'll carry like the mop.
Oh, man, I love it.
Because Owen won't tell me.
I mean, I'll watch you clamp the wood.
And that's kind of what it is, right? I mean, when we have to move stuff here in the house, Owen says, I got it, Dad. And what he's really saying is, I don't want your help because you're worthless. And I got to stop. I got to stop just thinking, because I said it thinking, he'll never call me. I mean, you throw the offer out there, but you're never going to call. But as we're walking out of the bar, it's like, hey, I'll be in touch.
I'm going to buzz you, man. I'm going to take up on that.
Shit. Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't mean that. You mean you're going to call me to help you move? Nah. Nah.
Oh, God, I'm out of town. I'm sorry. I can't make it.
I got a headache. What day you doing that? Yeah, I got a headache.
Kyle writes in on the woohoo. He says, my friend Ross will understand this. I don't know if Kyle's talking about you or not.
Okay.
My weekly woohoo is my friend Jess guessed the showcase showdown on The Price is Right to the exact dollar yesterday, resulting in a much-needed complimentary cocktail and solidifying her position in the monthly competition.
I told you about going to that bar where they do The Price is Right is like a daily game.
Oh, didn't you take a client there or something like that? Yes.
I was the client. I didn't take the client there. The client took me there. Let's be very clear.
Where are we going? We're going to a bar. Okay. What are we doing? We're watching The Price is Right today is what we're doing.
I don't usually say to clients, hey, you want to start your noon showing at a 10 o'clock cocktail? That was a fun day. I caught a nice fish that day. Anyway, yeah, you go to the bar and then they hand everybody that walks in gets a Price is Right tag. You know what I mean? You know, the tags they wear for their name tag, the price tag. Everybody knows the price tag.
This place is full of alcoholics, isn't it?
Full of a fun time. I'll tell you that. It was full of a fun time. It was a good spot. And it was my first time being there. You could also tell that it's a community of people. They all knew each other's mannerisms. They all knew each other's, and then it was almost like Cheers. Like there were all of the typical things there.
You're describing functional alcoholics is what you're doing.
Travis, you would have loved it. You're
probably right.
I was sitting there the whole time going, this is just awesome. This is America. What's that guy's story? He's a veteran. What's that guy's story? He was a bookie. What's that guy's story? Just sit here and listen because he takes all of his phone calls on speakerphone. It was awesome. It was an awesome time. And then, so congratulations. What was the girl's name that guessed the price is right?
Jess got it to the dollar yesterday.
Jess, you're a hero, Jess. You're a hero in that community now. Hall of Fame.
People went home, told their wives, Jess got the showcase showdown to the dollar today.
You're not even going to believe what happened.
And the wife said, you were at the bar at 10 a.m.?
And he went, yeah. So anyway, Jess nails The Price is Right.
Forget about that. Man. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever got beat at home last night, 108-101 by the Atlanta Dream. Angel Reese with a double-double. I think it's her 10th straight. She had 21 points, 11 rebounds. Caitlin got into foul trouble, Ross, and was out most of the fourth quarter. She ended up with 26 points.
Wow.
Indiana as a team had 17 turnovers. Caitlin had 5 of them. Again, it's her second straight game with 5 turnovers. A critical loss, especially at home, as Indiana falls to 9-6. Atlanta has 10 wins on the season. They were the only game last night, and they played on the same day the early voting for the WNBA All-Stars came out. And I'm curious your thoughts on this. Asia Wilson leads the vote getting. Paige Beckers is number 2. Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever, number 3. Brianna Stewart from the New York Liberty, number 4. Caitlin Clark, number 5.
Okay.
Does that number 5 spot surprise you? Is her popularity waning?
Ooh.
And you're going to go, it's still the top 5. I go, I get it. But
that's not what this was supposed to be.
She was injured a year ago, still made the All-Star team. I think was pretty high up in the vote getting. You go to her rookie year, she was either number 1 or number 2.
That's what I was thinking. I was just going to ask, wasn't she number 1 or? So yeah, the answer is yes. Wow.
I'm kind of with you on that. Because Indiana put out, we got 3 in the top 10. It was Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's cool to have 3 players in the top 10 of the All-Star voting. But
it is. That's great.
But Caitlin Clark at number 5 it came in as kind of a surprise to me.
Yeah, I agree. When you were going through the list, that didn't occur to me until, yeah, she was her rookie year. She had the most votes.
Yeah. And I get it, Ray. She's not on her A game. What does that mean?
I mean, would you say she had 20
she had 26 last
in limited minutes because she was in foul trouble?
Yeah.
The team loses. That's the most important thing in all of this. The team has to win, and she has to have dynamic numbers. Not good, not great, dynamic. Nike isn't, waiting a couple of years, dedicating billions of dollars in research and marketing for the 5th most popular player in the WNBA.
And launching a shoe now is not going to make her more popular. It'd be interesting to see how sales of these shoes go. Remember the rookie year, the basketballs sold out, all that stuff.
And I did have people tell me yesterday they liked the shoe. You had a picture of it up yesterday, and I was kind of slamming on I didn't care for it. It's not for me. I think it's an ugly shoe. I think the logo is ugly. And some people did say, I like the logo and I like the shoe.
Dan's got it right. And I was going to bring this up, but he beat me to it. She's in foul trouble almost every game. She's not making her 3. She's brutal from behind the arc. Brutal. And she has a tantrum when things don't go her way. I think people could handle the not making 3s. It's the tantrums that I think people are like, okay, it's exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting.
I haven't seen her stats for a long time. I haven't looked at it. She has not been good from 3-point range this year?
No, brutal. 33%. She was decent from the field last night. I think 8 of 17, I think, from the field.
Okay.
But 3-pointers just not dropping.
She is in her 14 games this season, her 3-point percentage is 32.7. In her career, her 3-point percentage is 32.9. She's having almost these 14 games compared to the other 53 that she'd played in her career. She's right on par with everything. Assists are right where she's at, rebounds, points per game.
Right around, 20 points per game, I believe?
Right around 20 points per game. Right around 5 rebounds. Right around 8 assists. Right around 1 steal. Right around 1 block. Her turnovers are actually down a little bit from her career average. Her 3-point percentage, her field goal percentage career, 40.5. This season, 40.7. 3-point percentage career, 32.9. This season, 32.7. Free throw percentage, 85.4 this year, career 87.8. Fouls are up significantly.
You always talk about managing expectations.
Yeah.
And it probably would have been impossible to manage expectations with Caitlin Clark. But were they unrealistic expectations going from the college game to the WNBA game? Because I would say most people didn't know a lot about the WNBA.
I think that they were, Travis. She absolutely had unrealistic expectations on so many levels. I mean, look what we're talking about. In her basically 3rd season, she's the number 5 player in the WNBA All-Star voting. She's having incredible numbers, and look at how we talk about it. Like, window's closed. We're on the backside of it. We're in the tear them down section of it, which I do believe all to be true. But now you look at the stats and you go, oh no, it's the exact same. The only thing that has changed is the perception. The only thing that, and again, that expectation. And Travis, you said it at the beginning of the year, and I honestly, when you said it, I thought, what's he talking about? You said that is there more expectation on Caitlin this year than there was her freshman year, her rookie year? And I'm like, dude, she was carrying the weight of the league. It is bigger. It is because the expectation is completely different. Then that that rookie year, it was almost like an unknown. The expectation was unknown. They were all over the place. So it made it more fun to watch the ride exceed the expectation. Now the expectation is damn near perfection.
And that's impossible. Dan, welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. You hear you're like Beetlejuice. You hear your name and you call. I like that.
Did I? I don't know.
Who's Dan?
Finney?
My dad and I watch all the Fever games together, and I think that there's 3 things going on at the same time. Like the first thing with the fouls, like I think everybody's fouls are up, like because they made such a big deal about the physicality that was occurring in the game. And some of that had to do with Clark getting knocked around her 3rd season. And people said, oh, well, she's being targeted and other cultural issues related to that. But she didn't say that. She had said multiple times that she didn't say that she was targeted. Then she was injured last year. And so the narrative last year was always like, well, Jordan was injured his 2nd year. Well, that's a tough comparison, right? Like, oh, well, Jordan was injured 1 year. But like, I think that if you expose the national game the way that the games of the national, then you see like, well, there are veterans in the league who are really, really good. And Boston is consistently better per game. And Mitchell is more consistent. But I think the thing is, like, she had this problem in college, but she won more. So these tantrums, this not being able to control whatever competitive thing it is that she, like, at some point, like Iowans or Iowa fans or all of us forgave it because she was awesome and she made amazing things happen. Well, that's harder to do at the professional level. And when you don't get the calls, you start looking like, the great flopper LeBron. You're like, oh, I didn't get my way. And you saw it last night, like things weren't going her way and she just kept getting angry and she made some mistakes. It's just, I think
it's
I love
exhausting.
Caitlin Clark. I'll always support Caitlin Clark, but I don't want to watch this whining. Like, I know that's part of her whatever, and that's part of her competitiveness and all that, but you got to get that under control, because if you want to be the face of the league, or even if she doesn't want to be, if you want to be considered the best, the GOAT, like that can't be a center part of your narrative. Is sometimes you just can't handle stuff.
Good stuff, Dan. I don't
You're exactly
disagree.
right. Yeah, you're exactly right about all that, Dan.
I mean, I think what you're saying is watching her throw a tantrum gets exhausting. And you bring up a good point, and maybe we brought it up in the past, but I forget, is that it's forgivable when you're winning, right? When she won at Iowa, you get them to the Final Four, you forgive that because you're winning.
You put in two important words there that I think are a part of it too, and that's at Iowa. She won. She won for what is you and I's favorite team.
Yeah, I mean, I only cheered for Iowa because of Lisa Bluter and the coaching staff, and Clark too. But like I remember that guy. I can't remember. It was one of the tournament games where she was flipping out, and like the crowd, like the TV went to her dad, and dad's like, stop doing that.
Oh yeah,
where's dad now? We need dad now to be like, hey, knock it off, you look terrible. You look bad. And it's not that I don't love the player and I recognize the game. I mean, but the fouls are up, and some of the fouls now in the league, like watching the games, you're like, this is dumb. They're overcompensating. But some of the reason why they have those fouls was the Clark narrative of she was getting knocked around, and she was. There were definitely, vicious plays against her first year and some into her second year. But like now, everybody is getting, and the Fevers foul a lot. Like their defense is just atrocious. Like they scored so many points last night, but yet they just didn't stop anybody. Like they've got no D. And then, when you're flipped out or you're on the bench in critical time, or you've got to be subbed out because your defense is not strong enough in the last few minutes, they got to sub you out every third play. That's just not, you don't look at that when you're filling out your ballot and be like, I'm just not feeling it, And I like the team. I like her. I like the coach. I'm not a part of that, and I don't want to get into, but like, there are times when she's not in control of herself, and you want to be like, I hope that sports psychologist is on the end of the bench or in the locker room or something, because you just gotta, you just gotta bring that. You gotta bring it back into the center. You gotta be the kid that's like, I think it was last year she hit like 4 threes in a row, and she was so excited, and we got to see that kid.
Dan, are you going to watch the World Cup today, 2:00, USA, Australia? It's a battle of North versus South. Oh,
I'm not, and I know you're baiting me here. I'm not going to watch this because the United States has the worst chant in the world. I believe that we will win. That's it. Like. We've got nothing more literary, no good song, nothing.
Dan's not going to listen because the chants aren't up to par. I like it. All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. Plus, I can nap to other things.
All right, Dan. Hey, have a good weekend, man. We'll talk to you soon.
You too. Bye.
Thanks.
I can nap to other things. This is a cultural event. I'm not overstating.
I know. I don't disagree with you.
We don't do a lot of this anymore. There aren't a lot of live moments where we all kind of enjoy it together. This collective harmony. We don't do it anymore. I'm excited for 2:00
in our lifetime. Now, I don't have many years left. I've got probably 30.
Right.
I don't.
That's cute. Oh, okay. Yeah. 30. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. In your lifetime,
I don't know.
Does the United States win a World Cup?
No.
That was quick.
No. And look at.
But I never thought Team USA would win hockey in 1980. Different though, isn't it?
Way different. Yep. Way different. Man, I don't want to get on the soapbox again about youth soccer, but Travis, the problem starts with 6, 7, 8-year-olds. First of all, it's a cultural thing. It's not, there's no mathematics that's going to get you through it. Look at what China, okay. All right, slow down. It's a cultural thing. It doesn't have anything to do with that, we don't have the right coach. That ain't it. We don't grow up with a ball on our foot the way that all these other countries do. We grow up playing baseball and football and racing and basketball and hunting and fishing and all. And not that other kids don't do this across, but it's not the culture to be soccer. Are there families that's the culture? Yes, there are. Look at Duax. Duax is a great example.
Yeah.
He's good at soccer. Kids are good at soccer. I bet his grandkids are going to be good at soccer. Why is that? Well, because they have a ball on their foot when they're little tiny kids and they're getting good instruction from the time they're little tiny kids. You can look at almost any sport, and that's the case. Tiger Woods. Man, Tiger sure was born a great golfer, wasn't he? No. His dad, Earl, put a club in his hand when he was 2 and had him on the Bob Hope show or Johnny Carson or whatever that was.
Kind of like the Williams sisters. Their dad had a racket in their hand playing the courts of Compton early on.
Exactly right. And in America, we do that with basketball, and we do it with football, and we do it with baseball, and we do it with some other things. In soccer, there's a few families that do that with soccer. So, no is the answer. We're not going to win a World Cup. And there's other reasons too. But like when I read the roster for United States, those guys aren't playing for us instead of playing for their home countries. No, we get their wash-ups. We get the guys that don't play for their home country to come play for us.
When you have somebody over to your house, you want to make a good first impression. And many times, if not all the time, your floors are that first impression. So make your floors the envy of every guest. Iowa Floor Covering in Bondurant offers top brands, expert advice, and installation for homes and businesses. Learn more at iowafloorcovering.com. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. Front row tickets to every show millionaire. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery, you can change your life for life. Play today.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this summer we already have some hot offers. It is convertible season, and right now you can get a Mini Cooper S convertible with rates as low as 2.99 out to 48 months. If you're hoping for more family fun in the sun, you can get an all-new Mini Countryman with rates as low as 0.9 out to 48 months. And current Mini owners, you get up to $2,000, and if you haven't had a Mini yet, you can get up to $1,500 on top of that great rate. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit your favorite Mini motoring advisor or us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner at Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. Whoop. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Looking for a new car that fits your lifestyle and your budget? Willis Nissan has you covered. The affordable and fuel-efficient Nissan Kicks to the spacious and high-tech Nissan Rogue. Willis Nissan has the vehicle you need for your weekday commute, summer road trips, and everything in between. And right now at Willis Nissan, you can take advantage of 0% APR financing on select new Nissan models. Don't wait. Get the best deal on the perfect Nissan at Willis Nissan. Stop into our showroom today or check us out online at willisnissan.com.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
The 4th of July is right around the corner. We want you to participate in the Rush Freedom Feast giveaway presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm. You could win $800 in fireworks from the Iowa Fireworks Farm. That's the Mob Stars. Win a Weber Kettle Grill from Ace Hardware in Johnston and Ankeny, and a barbecue bundle box from the Des Moines Bacon Company just by going to therushladio.com. That's therushladio.com. Click on the promo tab. You'll see Freedom Feast. Just give us your information. We'll be doing our drawing the week of July 4th, which is right around the corner, folks. It's the Rush Freedom Feast presented by Iowa Fireworks Farm. And I was talking to Wade from Iowa Fireworks Farm last night, Ross, and he said Sunday for Father's Day, they're going to be donating 10% of the sales from that day to a local food bank that operates in the little town of New Virginia.
Yeah.
And but serves hundreds of families from surrounding counties and towns. It's called Jesus' Right Hand. They do incredible work and providing fresh produce, groceries to those in need. So come to the farm this Sunday and put fireworks in your car and help put food on the tables for families in need.
It doesn't take long. It's not a far drive down south to get to the fireworks farm. Go see Wade. That's really cool, supporting a cause like that. Thanks for letting me know.
So, of course, we've been doing weekly $50 winners to the Iowa Fireworks Farm for patriotic photos. And we like patriotic photos. And you can tag us on social media, or probably the best way, most efficient way, is to email me your patriotic photo at travis@therushladio.com. And Chris is this week's winner. Look at that. Is that patriotic? Is that patriotic? That's Chris's kid. And sorry, Chris, I'm showing your kid, but you sent it, so that means you gave me permission. It's last 4th of July. That's like kid with the flag sitting right in front of him, saluting, looking at a little Roman candle going off, maybe. I don't know. But that's awesome.
What do you mean you see a Roman candle going off?
He's looking up in the sky. I'm saying, no, he's got
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No. It's too early in the day for that.
Never too early for Roman candles. Never too early.
You know what that looks like to me, Trav? You know how sometimes the fire department raises the American flag way up above the town square? Look how high up in the air that young man's looking.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking way up there.
Yeah.
He's watching and saluting the flag. He's saluting. I think he's saluting a one of those flags hanging from a fire truck.
Might be the case. They might be doing. You ever grow up in a small town where they hung a wire up and put a keg on a wire and the fire in the competing fire?
Oh, I've seen that. I never grew up in a town.
Oh,
they did something like that in Pleasant Hill when, man, you just brought back a weird memory. Like behind the Hy-Vee when I was a kid, they had something like that.
It's like tug of war with water pressure.
Yeah. Oh, the good old days.
The good old days.
When the firefighters and the police department hated each other.
We didn't have a police department in Minden, so we just got the Neola Fire Department to come over and
you slap those guys around for a little while.
get those hoses out. Good use of water and resources at that point. And it was always an empty keg. Always just an empty keg. This is the story I'm going to bring up, I think, is big. And I may be in the minority here, but I thought this was big. We've got Major League Baseball and Major League Baseball Players Association starting the CBA.
Okay.
The current collective bargaining agreement ends December 1. We could have a lockout. We could have a strike. We could have all sorts of things. We know that Major League Baseball wants a salary cap. I think we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Ross, yesterday, Major League Baseball presented another part of the CBA that they're looking for, and that has to do with the draft. Right now, I don't know if anybody really understands the Major League Baseball draft. It's 20 rounds. It's like, what are we doing here? It's
They can draft high school kids that then go back to college. They can draft college guys that then go back to college. It's a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to have two different drafts. They want to have a domestic draft, drop that from 20 rounds to 12 rounds. They want to have an international draft and drop that from 20 rounds to 12 rounds. They want to decrease the signing bonus pool for both those, meaning you've cut the draft from 20 to 12 rounds. So we're going to cut from $400 million to $200 million in signing bonus. So it'd be $400 million total, one for the domestic draft, one for the international draft. But the big thing about this was Major League Baseball said, we're not going to take prep players anymore. High school kids are out. You have to be 20 years old to be drafted by a Major League Baseball team. I mean, how many times have we seen a high school kid be the number one player in the draft? And remember when we were talking about the College World Series a couple weeks ago, when I said, is Major League Baseball taking college baseball a lot more serious? And the reasoning behind this is college baseball has improved from a facility standpoint, from a technological standpoint, from a coaching standpoint. And with NIL now, it may be more advantageous for a kid to go play college ball than it would be get a signing bonus and get minor league wages. So the answer to my question was given by Major League Baseball yesterday by saying, yeah, college baseball is a lot better than what it used to be. We've recognized that. And now we're not going to have kids coming out of high school going straight to a minor league system. Do I think this is bigger than what I mean? I think it's big.
No, I mean, Travis, this is big.
Of course, the players, the union's like, no.
Yeah, it's a huge change, Travis. And I wonder if how that story that we talked about a couple weeks ago about that low minor league system, the developmental league in Arizona, how it's fallen apart. Like there's not, the talent pool is not what it used to be here. We eliminated a bunch of minor league teams, and somehow it made everything. Not everything. It really affected these lower levels. It's destroyed them. The number one pick last year in the 2025 draft was a high school kid, a shortstop out of Oklahoma. I wanted to pull it up because I was trying to remember when, and then you go back 2022. Shortstop out of Oklahoma. Man, the MLB draft has always been so different because it's so much more miss than hit when you look at MLB success rate. Man, remember the thing we had with the NBA? The NBA draft, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, if you are a number one pick, there's like a 40% chance you're a Hall of Famer. It's wild how accurate. If you're good at 18, 19, 20 in basketball, that's going to project success for the next 10, 15 years. In baseball, it's so weird.
I think they're seeing that if you get through a couple years of college, they have a better gauge on what you're able to do. You're going through the Cape Cod League. You're doing all sorts of things that they can really monitor. Why make a financial investment in somebody? Because players are going, well, you're going to cost guys money. Yeah, but Major League Baseball is going, we got a business to run here. And you have to respect that going, why do we want to invest millions in signing bonuses here and have guys not pan out when we can?
On an 18, 19-year-old that doesn't, oftentimes, not sometimes it doesn't. And we're not talking about Kwame Browns. Oftentimes doesn't pan out. I don't have any problem with it, Trav. I think it is a big change. It'd be interesting to talk to the people it's actually going to affect.
Well, where I've seen the prep thing change quite a bit is that if you were a first or second rounder, you usually took the deal.
Yeah.
It used to be a time when if you were a top 10, 15 round high school kid, you would take the deal. Now, if you're not in the top 5, you're pretty much going to go to college because you think you can, probably make more money in an NIL situation, but improve your draft stock as you go along.
I think I told you this, Trav. When the Caitlin Clark stuff was going on, a friend of mine, his brother was a very highly touted and recruited baseball player coming out of high school, was going to be drafted, had Division I scholarship offers. And when Caitlin Clark was going through stuff, we had a lunch one time, and he said, "Man, just so you know, his brother was not on Caitlin Clark's level because nobody ever had been, but he was telling me his family brought in financial advisors that broke down to the dollar. If you take your scholarship to this Division I school and you then play Major League Baseball, this is how much your career earnings are. If you go to Major League Baseball today, this is what your career earnings are. If you go to Division I and don't make Major League Baseball, this is your career." Broke it down. And that's how they made the decision of, okay, it was best for him, even though he did get drafted at a pretty high level the first time out of high school. He ended up going to Notre Dame, and his career, even after a good career in baseball, it was the Notre Dame stuff
that's a network right there,
has him living in in a different city.
Now the age for the international draft will be different. I think it's they're going to move that up to 18. I think you can be 16 years old now and drafted internationally. I think they want to move that up to 18 if you can verify said age. I don't know, but yeah, I thought this was interesting, and I understand Major League Baseball from a business perspective. You invest millions of dollars into high school kids that you probably run the analytics and go, it's not worth it.
Huge bump. Huge bump for college baseball. Because now 100%. You're going to take, the cream of the crop. Because you look at the Major League Baseball draft, man, it's a lot of high school baseball players. So you're going to improve college baseball, the top end, pretty drastically. That's great. Think you'll improve minor league baseball. You'll have guys that are more game ready. Maybe that'll impact those minor leagues that we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
And the trajectory, you're not, if you play 3-4 years of college baseball, the minimum would probably be 2. Your trajectory to the bigs, you're not spending a lot of time in. If you're good, you're not going to be in A ball. You're not going to be in Double A very long. You're moving up fairly quickly. Now, of course, this is all negotiation. The owners propose it. The union says, "Whoa, hold on for a second. No, we're not going to agree to this. We're not going to see any movement on this." I mean, do you think we have a deal by December 1st? I don't.
Probably not. When's the strike?
Well, we'll probably get what we got in the WNBA. We won't strike or lock out yet. We'll extend the deadline a month, right? But the difference being is the WNBA, as soon as the season ended last year, what was that, August? Their deal ended, so they had a longer stretch to get stuff worked out. And it took them a long time. December 1st, and when does spring training start? Like March 1st, end of February? That's not a long window right there. That's a very short window.
But yeah, we'll delay spring training.
Tell me if you think I'm overanalyzing this or I'm reading the tea leaves the wrong way. Maybe Major League Baseball owners know they're not going to get a salary cap. They want a salary cap. But you go, okay, we're going to cut expenses here. We're willing, we'll go non-salary cap later, and they won't yet. Yeah. They're not going to play that card yet. But it's like
squeeze this side of the turnip first. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think that's probably right.
In a negotiate, everybody wants everything in a negotiation, but when you negotiate, somebody's got to give up something. Both sides have to give up something.
And the big one is the salary cap.
100%. It's
so if you can, yeah. Okay.
Maybe I'm reading into it way too much.
That's probably fair. Travis, I do think that we're insulated from it here in Des Moines. What's happening with minor league baseball because of the AAA. We still have a quality of baseball here that when I think of minor league baseball, I think of Iowa Cubs. I think of going down to Principal Park. I go, man, I watch guys there that then are on the marquee network the next day. That's what I'm used to seeing. I think we're insulated from what's happening in minor league baseball. And I think that a part of what they're doing here with the draft is not trying to save it, but trying to recover from what's happening to it.
I would agree with you 100%. Okay. Now, we mentioned the big sporting event today is the World Cup game between Australia and Team USA. I think there's a pretty darn good baseball game tonight that may be worth watching. The Brewers are at Atlanta. So you got the first-place team in the Central against the first-place team in the East in the National League. Jacob Misiorowski is going to be on the hill for Milwaukee. He's 8-2 on the season. Last week, he threw a pitch at 104.5 miles per hour, the fastest pitch ever recorded in a Major League Baseball game. Ross, his fastball this year is average. His fastball, which he throws 61% of the time, 101.1 miles per hour is the average on his fastball.
Remember when that was special? Remember when a guy throwing 100 miles an hour, it was like, oh my gosh. Nolan Ryan might throw it 100 miles an hour. Aroldis Chapman can get it up to 100 miles an hour. Kyle Farnsworth. Now, Kyle Farnsworth got rocked. But it was like a special deal. This dude averages 61% of his pitches. Average. Did you see the stretch he had in his last start, Trav, where he went like...
He had like 50 pitches over 100 miles an hour.
It went like 103, 103, 104, 104, 104.
He's 24 years old. He played at like Crowder College in Missouri. And and I don't have it up right now, but if you go to, I think, CBSSports.com,
okay,
there is a story on the elevation of Jacob Misiorowski and his velocity. He hasn't always been like this. Coming out of college, he was at like 96. His first couple years, and I'm paraphrasing here, and I could be off, is like first couple years in the minors was like 98. And now it's just has been an elevation up in velocity, which you don't see at this pace. I mean, everybody else in Major League Baseball, the average velo on a fastball is like 96. He's at 101.
He topped out at 104.5.
Is he becoming must-watch television? is this good for baseball right now to have? I mean, sometimes it's a
always
home
good to
runs.
have. Yeah. This is good. This is good.
Now, Flag says steroids. I don't know.
I don't know.
The guys. I mean, you look at him, you don't think steroid freak. He's 6'7".
His 95th and final pitch of his outing his last outing was
Hold on. 95th pitch.
95th pitch was 103.1. He started against the Phillies. 58 of his pitches were triple digits. The third time this season, more than 50 of his pitches were at 100 miles an hour or greater. What was the remember the movie? You won't remember it because it was out of your time frame. Rookie of the Year.
That was that with Dennis Quaid?
Don't believe so. I remember Henry Rowan Gardner.
I thought Dennis Quaid was in Rookie of the Year.
Maybe. I'm not going to say he wasn't.
Was it about the old guy?
No.
Or was it the
you're
young?
Thinking of, wait, am I wrong? No, that was the rookie.
Okay. Rookie of the Year was the kid who broke his arm and then all of a sudden had
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the rookie was based on a true story.
Yeah, and that was Dennis Quaid.
Okay. He was the coach that started that ended up pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
Rookie of the Year. Holy cow, I didn't realize that's who that was. Henry Rowan Gardner, Gary Busey, Daniel Stern.
Gary Busey.
Yeah. And Henry Rowan Gardner. Here's the fun. I didn't realize it was this guy. His real name is Thomas Ian Nicholas. I met him.
We at a Comic-Con or something?
He came to a Comic-Con and they brought him to the radio station. And he gave us a book. All right. Turned out to be like a huge controversy with the book. It was a New York Times bestseller. It was like going to be the next Harry Potter type of book, right? And there was a big controversy with it. After he gave us the book, like a week later, we found out that the publishing company had basically bought all the books to give it the impression of being a bestseller. He was weird. Not as weird as I almost said Kelvin Cato. Oh my God. Cato Kalin? Was that his name?
Cato Kalin? Yeah.
He was the O.J. Simpson guy, right?
Yeah.
Kelvin Cato was the Iowa State
basketball player.
Yeah. He didn't have anything to do with OJ. I never met him. I met Cato Kalin. He was weird.
All I know is that when you say Rookie of the Year, which came out in 1993, and Angels in the Outfield, which came out in 1994, are never considered one of the best baseball movies of all time.
They're never talked about. They get brushed right over. What about Little Big League? Familiar with Little Big League?
No.
Little Big League was the one where the kid finds out his grandpa owned the Twins, and somehow he becomes the manager of the Twins.
That also came out in 1994. You see a theme here in the night. We had Field of Dreams in 1989. Then they were like, hey, we can make money off baseball.
I think he owns the team or something like that. Dan just wrote in that. He goes, is that the one where the kid owns the Twins? I think so. He's like a manager.
What year did The Sandlot come out? 1993.
Did it really?
Yes. So you had all these kids' baseball movies.
I'm such a dick. I'm sorry.
If you say you don't like The Sandlot, I'm right there.
I love The Sandlot. I love The Sandlot. You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that those kids that were in that movie that have done nothing else are still running around doing The Sandlot. It's like, oh, look, it's the great Hambino or what? Yeah, the guy they're still wearing the hats and the "You're Killing Me" Smalls. When I was a kid, we had stars that were in movies like Stand By Me. Okay. And they went on to do things like Jerry Maguire or Die a Horrible Death.
Or marry Rebecca Ramju.
What did you just say? What did you just say her name is?
Isn't it Rebecca Ramju Stamos? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
What is it?
Romaine.
No.
It's Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Okay, Romaine.
It's
That's
not
Jerry
ramen
O'Connell.
juice. What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. I said I'm sorry. Accept my apology. Move on. Nothing to see here.
Ramju?
Sorry.
She was married to John Stamos, and now she's married to
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell. He's an interesting fella. Who else was in that movie? It was River Phoenix. The dude who's now played the
Corey Feldman.
Now shreds on the guitar now. Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman. Can't go wrong with Corey Feldman. He's a weird cat.
He's a weird cat.
But yeah, I didn't realize all those baseball movies came out about the same time.
All around the same time, right?
And all that was we can make money. We can make money. Doesn't matter how good it is. Angels in the outfield. Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year was when he breaks his arm and it locks into place. Remember, he catches the home run.
Yeah.
He goes to throw the home run back and it's locked in place. Mr. 3000. Remember Mr. 3000?
I don't.
Okay. Remember the Tom Selleck? Where he played in the Japanese league?
Now he's starting to sound like Major League 5, where they're playing in were they in Portland or I forget. Back to the minors. Oh,
Have a good
folks,
weekend, buddy.
It's Father's Day weekend. Get
Happy
to
Father's
Central
Day.
City Liquors to get your dad or your significant person in your life some liquor. The Blade and Bow, the Four Roses, the Tito's Vodka, all on special at Central City Liquors. Just go in and ask for the Rush Radio Central City Liquors deal of the week, and the Todd Father or Brian will set you up. They'll show you, point you in the right direction. Everybody have a great Father's Day weekend,
buddy.
We'll be back Monday with Beth Getz in our Hour with the AD. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Here at Willis Infinity, we have some exciting new things going on, starting with the all-new QX65. We currently have 2 on the ground and more on their way. On top of that, we have all-new 2027 QX60s with rates as low as 2.9% out to 60 months or $3,500 in retail cash. Also, select models, you can lease it for $899 with just $899 due at signing. And finally, for our flagship, we have 0% out to 60 months on the all-new 2026 QX80 or up to $10,000 in retail cash. For more information on these exciting new models and more, visit us online at willisinfinity.com or stop by our...
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery, you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.